What's up, guys? Steve here with your stimulus package update, and there's a lot unfolding today. I'm going to get you guys caught up on the latest as we receive word this morning of a new push to provide monthly stimulus checks in the amount of $2,400 per month to mothers. That's right. I'm going to get you caught up on the latest on that. And also, just a little while ago, we heard from the Federal Reserve, who said they support more stimulus. They're not going to be increasing interest rates anytime soon. They're saying that we're in the middle of this and they want to focus on helping push our economy through this time of crisis. And in addition to that, hopefully we're going to be seeing Congress supporting this as well, as we've now received word that the Senate is not going to be supporting the impeachment of President Donald Trump. That's right. We're hearing that the votes have come out and they're saying Republicans are not on board. So it looks like the impeachment will come to an end and hopefully the focus will turn towards more stimulus. So in today's video, I'm going to get you caught up on all that. We're going to dive into some articles and some video footage to get you more detail on the latest that's happening today, January the 27th. But before we dive in, if you could do me a quick favor, it'll just take a second. If you like and appreciate these video updates, be sure to smash the like button. I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel. Like button, leaving comments, and sharing these videos out to anybody that you think might need to see them. It helps out the channel. Thank you so much. And also, if you're not already a part of the viewing community and you would like to stay up to date on everything rolling out right now, be sure to smash the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that way as soon as I upload videos, you can get notified right away. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram as well at SteveRam3. I do my best to respond to as many comments here on YouTube as I can, but I don't get to them all, so Instagram is also a great way to reach me as well. But now let's go ahead and dive into the latest that's unfolding today regarding stimulus. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and dive right in. So, link in the description below to this article that just came out this morning that says $2,400 monthly stimulus payments for mothers. Celebrities join the call for Biden to create Marshall Plan for moms. And it says a long list of celebrities are calling for the Biden administration to give mothers higher stimulus checks. Alyssa Milano, Charlize Theron, and Eva Longoria are among those who have signed onto the campaigns being spearheaded by Girls Who Code CEO Reshma Saujani. The campaign asks President Joe Biden to put into place a Marshall Plan for moms, a plan to pay our mothers for their unseen, unpaid labor. And here's a statement. The first line says, like the original Marshall Plan of 1948, this plan would be a financial investment in rebuilding from the ground up. Jumping down to the bottom, it says, in an opinion piece from The Hill back in December, Saujani stated that the payment should be a means-tested $2,400 monthly payment to the women who are the bedrock of our economy and our society. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Should mothers receive a monthly additional stimulus check of $2,400 a month for taking care of their children? Now, I can tell you my personal opinion as I work for my job, my businesses, my investments, and I work for money, and my wife stays at home. She has her own business, homeschools the kids, and takes care of the house. And especially now that I'm working from home, I can tell you with great confidence that she works a lot harder than I do taking care of the kids in the house than I do working for money. It is a lot more hours and effort and time that goes into taking care of children's every single need day and night. And in addition to that, I think I've heard it said that if we actually paid mothers for all of the hours that they work day and night, annual salary, that it would actually have to be well into the six-figure range for everything they do. So I definitely feel that mothers should be appreciated. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And related to that, I found a clip, link in the description below. Last night we had family night and we watched Hook on Netflix, the old Captain Hook movie with Robin Williams. And in there, Captain Hook is trying to convince Peter Pan's kids that he doesn't love them and he's trying to turn them against him. And they have a lesson in there.
Lesson 1. Why parents hate their children.
Hate their children. And I felt terrible just even watching it with the kids because I don't want them to think that, but it was pretty hilarious. So the little girl says,
I said Mommy reads to us every night because she loves us very much.
And then Captain Hook says,
No, child. I think your mother reads to you every night in order to stupefy you to sleep.
It was awful, but it was hilarious. And I actually found it on YouTube. So link in the description below to that video clip, that lesson from Captain Hook, if you'd like to check it out for yourself. Now, in addition to that, today we also received some breaking news from the Federal Reserve, who said they support more stimulus. Take a look at this. Link in the description below to this article if you liked it. Check it out for yourself. And it says, Powell says no bond taper for some time as recovery moderates. And it says, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell made it clear the U.S. Central Bank was nowhere near exiting massive support for the economy during the ongoing pandemic, as officials left their benchmark interest rate unchanged, near zero, and flagged a moderating U.S. recovery. The central bank's policy-making body repeated it would maintain its bond buying program at the current pace of $120 billion of purchases per month until substantial further progress toward its employment and inflation goals have been made. It made no changes to the composition of purchases. Powell told a press conference Wednesday following a meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee that it would take some time to achieve the threshold of altering asset purchases, making clear the central bank was not close to dialing them back. So you guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, but essentially what they're saying is they're going to be encouraging Congress to push out more stimulus right away. They're not going to be increasing interest rates. They're not going to be doing anything that could jeopardize our economy. They want to provide more stimulus to get things moving in our economy. So this could be very good for the stimulus package and getting support in Congress. Now, as more information rolls out, I'll be sure to let you guys know. But in addition to that, we also have heard that hopefully Congress will turn their attention more so towards stimulus and battling the pandemic, as they are now moving away from impeachment, hopefully, as we have now heard that in the Senate, there is not going to be enough support to impeach former President Donald Trump. Take a look at this. Link in the description below to this article if you'd like to check it out for yourself. And it says, live updates, all but 5 Republican senators vote to dismiss Trump's impeachment trial. Senators were sworn in as jurors for former President Trump's impeachment trial Tuesday as the Senate voted 55-45 to end the debate on Senator Ron Paul's point of order, arguing that the impeachment trial is unconstitutional now that Trump is out of office. Now, we did have 5 GOP senators that voted not to dismiss the impeachment trial, and those included Susan Collins, Lisa Murkowski, Ben Sasse, Pat Toomey, and also Mitt Romney. They voted with the 50 Democratic senators to table the point of order. Now, Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, who had indicated that he was open-minded to whether or not Trump should be convicted, he voted against ending the debate. Now, let's go ahead and jump into a video clip that's included in this article where they're going to be discussing this further. Now, as we take a look at this, I just want to give you guys a quick disclaimer. As you guys know, here on the channel, I do my best to simply present you the facts and keep it bipartisan. I never want anybody to feel isolated or polarize the audience, but I gotta warn you, I gotta give you a disclaimer on this video. It is very partisan, and it's a very partisan topic, but there are some facts as to what's unfolding, so I'm going to share this with you. But if you don't want to hear it, I completely understand. Just leave your like and your comment. But if you're still interested, you want to hear what they're saying, let's go ahead and watch this clip.
Senator Rand Paul objecting to impeachment today, calling the looming trial an unconstitutional sham. He joins us right now. Senator, it's good to see you tonight. Thanks very much for joining us. And we know that the Senate has voted 55-45 to set aside your point of order that impeachment is unconstitutional. Tell us about it.
Well, we put forward a motion that said that basically you can't impeach a private individual. You can impeach a president, but this is why the Chief Justice didn't show up. If it was the president, the Chief Justice shows up. The fact that the Chief Justice wouldn't come and refused to come means that this is a private citizen, but the Constitution doesn't allow for impeachment of a private citizen. So we put this issue forward, but the most important takeaway from the issue is they don't have the votes to convict. We had 45 people, 45 Republican senators say that the whole charade is unconstitutional. So what does that mean? It means that impeachment, the trial, is dead on arrival. There will be a show, there will be a parade of partisanship, but the Democrats really will not be able to win. They will be able to play a partisan game that they wish to play, but it's all over. This shows that they don't have the votes to win, so they will just slog through this and they will try to punish Republicans. But that's all this has ever been about, not justice. It's about a partisan game where they don't want the election to be over.
A partisan game, but is it also about stopping Donald Trump from doing anything in the future? I mean, the other day, Eric Swalwell said something like, we must ensure that Donald Trump can never do this again.
I wonder if he told his Chinese spy girlfriend that before he told the rest of us. Here's the thing about this. They want to say that he incited violence because he said, go fight for your country, and he said, march peacefully and patriotically. So what I put forward in my arguments today were 3 instances where Democrat words appear to have incited violence. You remember the Democrats said that the Republican plan for health care, back when we were debating Obamacare, they said it was get sick and then you die. Well, can you imagine having a sick child that may be dying and you're told that the Republicans want your child to die? That sounds an incitement to violence. And guess what? One of Bernie Sanders' supporters came to the ball field, nearly killed Steve Scalise, wounded 3 or 4 others, shot one of the staff members 10 feet from me, and spewed 200 bullets and would have killed more had the police not stopped him. But nobody talked about impeaching Bernie Sanders. Maxine Waters has said, get up in their face. So has Cory Booker. Become a mob. We want you to mob them in restaurants and cause mayhem. That sounds like an incitement to violence, but nobody's talking about impeaching Maxine Waters. Nobody's talking about impeaching Bernie Sanders or Cory Booker for saying get up in their face. So it's a significant hypocrisy and double standard that they're putting forward, and they should be called out on it. We should not be shy about calling them out about their hypocrisy.
Well, there you guys have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, that is the latest that they're saying regarding the impeachment trial. Now, whether you think that he should be impeached or he shouldn't be impeached, the good news is, though, that the focus is going to be on battling the pandemic now and the stimulus. Once again, just let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And I always just try to get you guys the latest that's unfolding. And that's what we have today. There was a lot that unfolded today, January the 27th. And as more information rolls out, know that I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date here on the channel. And once again, you guys, if you made it this far and you haven't already and you like and appreciate these video updates, be sure to smash the like button. I would appreciate it. It helps out the channel. And also be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that way as soon as I upload videos, you can be notified right away. And if you don't already, be sure to follow me on Instagram as well at SteveRam3. Well, you guys, I hope this reaches you well. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.